Hello and welcome to another live stream here with Club Danube. And this is our second ever live stream on this channel. And the reason for us doing this how do you say it? Right after the very first one is to continue improving on our live stream setup here at Club Danube. So this is the ongoing improvement series that we're doing right now. Our last live stream did not have the greatest audio settings, so we have changed some things around, and hopefully this one will be slightly better. So this is a rather short and sweet flight, a rather risky one as well. We will be taking off at Princess Juliana. I don't know if it's Juliana or Juliana, but you get the point. You can excuse my pronunciation, whichever way it's supposed to go. We are at Princess Juliana Airport, and as you can see,
That's a beautiful aircraft.
it is
737-600, I believe.
it should be a 600. It is really short.
And there's
So
another one at the very end.
yeah, that should be an A320 or A321.
321, I believe.
Probably.
Sharklets.
Yeah. So we are at the airport, which is modeled really nicely in Microsoft Flight Simulator, as you can see. And we'll fly from Princess Juliana today to Saint Barthélemy, which has one of the most well-known risky approaches in the world, right over a hill. And I haven't made that approach many times, only twice from the hillside. So this is going to be an interesting flight. We'll probably miss that approach. And in case if we do,
We'll do a go around.
we'll do a go around. We'll see how this lands. If it crashes, oh well. Either
It
way.
is what it is.
It is what it is. This is just testing some live stream just to prepare properly for the order flights that we have lined up for you guys.
Yep.
All right,
Let's get the engine started.
let's go ahead and run towards our aircraft here. We are once again flying the Daher TBM 930, a beautiful aircraft. And let's go ahead.
Breathing really hard.
Yep, let's go ahead and get in. All right.
What a nice touchdown.
What is that?
I believe that was FS Realistic.
Yep, I
Just
believe
doing its
that
magic.
that was realistic doing its magic. Excuse that. Let's just go back here and close the.
Anyways, yeah, let's
Get
just
back.
begin.
Excellent. Let's also we can close the passenger doors a little bit.
Yeah. So crash lever up.
Crash lever to up. Okay,
Battery
let's
on.
get started with the checklist. Right? Crash lever to up. Battery to on. Give us a second here while we sort out some audio issues. And, all right, let's continue. Batteries to on.
Yeah. Generator main.
Generators to main.
Nav lights on.
Tab lights on.
Check fuel on board, please.
Let's see what we have here. Let's wait for these things to align. Check our fuel on board. Again, this is a very short, probably 10-minute flight.
Yeah.
So I don't think fuel is going to be an issue at all. Let's just go ahead and continue with our startup.
Ignition to auto.
Ignition to auto.
Aux BP on.
The fuel pump to on.
Strobe lights on.
Strobe lights to on.
The next is starter, but before that, I would suggest we close the passenger door.
Correct. We'll also go ahead and turn on the panel lights here. Let's go to the passenger door. Here it is. Let's go ahead and close this guy. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Lock.
Passenger door is closed and locked. Let's go back to our cockpit.
Starter on now.
Go ahead and continue with the starter. Starter to on position.
Monitor NG till it reaches 13%.
Okay.
And
Wait for
then
the engine.
we will put throttle to low idle.
Copy that. I think we already have the low idle here. Fortunately, my throttle was already set to up, so nonetheless, let's continue with the startup.
Then aux BP to auto.
Set the auxiliary pump, the fuel switch pump to auto.
Fuel selection auto.
Fuel selection to auto.
AP trim on.
AP trims are on.
Bleed auto.
The pressurization bleed to auto.
Now autopilot setup, including the FMS setup.
Let's go ahead and set the
I believe
flight
we
management.
don't need autopilot for this flight since.
Well, we'll probably use it anyway.
Yeah,
Might as well.
yeah.
Flight plan. Let's go ahead and add the origin here.
TNCM, which is Princess Juliana or Juliana.
Yeah, however you say it. TN Princess Juliana. Let's enter that, and we won't have any en route waypoints today because
It's a
it's
direct,
a visual
yeah.
direct flight. So
TFFJ.
into Saint Barthélemy 1. We've got that done. Let's go ahead and set the approach
It's
visual
10.
10. Straighten, and we can load and activate that right away. And we have on the map here the perfect. That's perfect. Okay, there is nothing else to display here. We really don't have anything else to display. It's just a straighten approach, and we fly this. We shouldn't have too much of an issue. Again, the approach is quite tricky, so we'll see how that works. It's very, very difficult. So doing this on live stream is especially a second of a live stream is a risky move, but sure, why not?
Now pitot heating to on.
Pitot tube heat to on, and the inertial separation will turn that on here as
Yeah,
well.
that too.
Next,
Once that is done, throttle feather twice and leave on high idle.
leave that on high idle right here.
Taxi light on.
All right, let's go ahead and close the. We need to lock the door, I believe. Yep, doors are locked.
Taxi light on.
Taxi lights are on.
Now we can proceed to taxi.
We can proceed to taxi. Copy that.
Parking brake off.
Parking brake up. And
I believe we'll need to do some reverse thrust here.
we can do reverse thrust, so let's have a look at how we're parked. We could just turn.
Yeah,
we can easily just turn.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and.
Might run the guy over, but I'm sure he'll forgive us since it's a necessary flight.
I guess so. Let's go ahead and set the throttle here to flight idle, back to high idle. That should
Parking
give us.
brake disengage.
Parking brake is disengaged. For some reason this guy is refusing to move. Okay.
Oh, there's a warning popping up.
It's fine. It's just the auxiliary.
Okay,
there we go. That should get us moving. And in the process, dice our guy will be.
Straighten out.
Okay, let's go here and turn right.
Yeah, turn right.
We'll turn right and out into the taxiway. We will continue our taxi on to the runway.
Landing lights on.
Landing lights on while taxi. See?
Takeoff trim, I believe we don't require.
For some reason, landing lights are on. Takeoff trim, no, we don't.
Flaps to takeoff.
Flaps to takeoff, they're being lowered.
Set altimeter.
Altimeter can be set right away at 0. Oh, look at that, it's almost at sea level. 20.
Pulse lights on.
Pulse lights 2 on. Right here.
Okay, now squawk we do not need, and AP altitude at your discretion, Captain.
Oh, yes, we need to select an altitude for the autopilot. We can do that right before we. Actually, you know what? Right after lineup, we won't do a rolling takeoff this time. Let's just go ahead and line up with the runway here. Beautiful scenery. Very, very beautiful
It
scenery.
is a star airport, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and line up with the runway. As soon as we're lined up, we will. As soon as we're lined up, we will begin our. Stop the aircraft here.
Just check the autopilot settings.
Let's go ahead and set the autopilot real quick. On the nav altitude, we will go till about
5K, I believe.
not even 5. Let's do 3.
Okay.
3,000
Sure.
altitude. We'll engage VS. We'll leave it at 1,000
Sure.
right after takeoff. And with that, we are
Ready to go.
ready to go. So, parking brakes released.
Let's proceed.
Let's proceed. Engines are looking good, and we will go max throttle for this takeoff.
Make sure to maintain RPM in the green zone
Copy that.
and rotate at 90 knots.
Rotated 90 knots.
Maintain 10 degrees climb out.
Maintain 10 degrees climb out as well. Copy that. Gear up.
Gear up.
150 knots. Flaps up. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot do the job now.
VS.
1,000 feet.
That's good enough. Gear up confirm.
Gear up is gear up, flaps up. Let's go ahead and have a look at what the passenger sees here. Oh, okay, that's nice. A little bumpy at takeoff, but nothing too choppy, nothing too bad. And we also have the warning for the the temperatures, but that's been sorted. We are now on our flight to Barthélemy. Beautiful, beautiful. Plenty of boats beneath us as well. That's where we just took off from, the runway we just took off from. We didn't need much of it. And that's where we're headed. So as you can see, quite a short flight.
And I'm sure we need all of that runway.
We most definitely do need all of that runway to make a successful landing here. Let's just enjoy the views until it's time to come into the approach. Again, this is the second video that we are live streaming here with Club Danube. Do watch our previous live stream, and again, we apologize for the audio that's being sorted out in this video, we hope. And we have many more exciting flights planned for live streaming with Club Danube, and this is our early. We are a young channel, and please do consider subscribing. We're aiming to reach 500 subscribers. Check out our other videos, please feel free to comment. We love to reach out. We love to be interactive with our viewers. So please do reach out and let us know if there are any flights that you're interested in watching us perform. Anyway.
Also the aircrafts which you guys want us to fly.
That's right. Let's actually go ahead and level off at 2.5 because 3,000 seems excessive.
Yeah, it does.
So we'll level off at roughly 2.5 and we'll wait for the aircraft to vector us in for a straight landing into runway 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, very risky. Probably we'll have to do a go around, and if we don't manage to land successfully, or we don't get a proper approach into runway 10, we'll just perform a go around and land from the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Which I believe is runway 33, hopefully. I'm not entirely sure. It might be runway 28, I believe. I don't know. But we'll land in from the sea rather than over the hill if we do miss or don't have a stable approach. Now, pilots do this approach in real life. It is very, very risky, and they do it with aircrafts of a similar size as well.
Yeah.
So I have no idea how they pull this off because it is very, very difficult, to say the least. And yeah, even with a slow aircraft, we're going to be landing at 90 knots, which is near stall speed. But that's the only way we'll actually stop.
I believe 90 knots is stall speed.
Yeah, it's very close to 80,
yeah.
85 is actual stall speed. Given that 90 is
it's considered
V1.
Yeah.
No, it's VR, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, for now, yep, this is it. We are being vectored in almost. Yeah,
We might want to start descent. I mean, we're right there, and you can take manual control whenever required.
Let's correct. We'll slow down our aircraft immediately. And apparently we are very close. Yep, we are 2 nautical miles from final. So we've begun our descent here. Let's actually go down to 1,500 here. Drop our flaps to the.
Yes, engage.
Yes, has been engaged. Yes, 1,000 feet.
You might want to take manual since you don't want to go straight in.
Actually, we will go straight in. We'll actually go straight in because the final is straight in, right? So we don't need to worry about it.
But the runway. Oh, we're good. Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's drop the gear as well. Try to stabilize this approach as quickly as possible. So, see that?
Landing flaps.
Landing flaps have also been set, and we'll take manual control
Landing.
right about
Landing.
Now.
now.
Landing.
Okay. Landing gear warning going about. Don't need to worry about that. We've got bigger problems. Okay, we have 3 green lights on the landing gear. 105 knots seems to be. We have runway in sight. I have runway in sight. We are dead ahead for runway in sight, heading 103 right now. Change that to heading 102 here. Dead ahead right now to Barthélemy. Quick, short flight, beautiful sceneries. Let's see how this approach ends up looking. Well, the approach is looking good. Let's see how the landing is.
We'll definitely need all of the reverse thrust we have. Because
Yeah.
it's a very,
Something
very
I'm
short runway.
not worried about.
Yeah.
100 knots. Time to
I believe it's also one of the most dangerous approaches in the world.
It should be. It definitely should be. We're at 90 knots right now, 96 knots, 97 knots. Runway is in sight.
It's right between those two hills.
You can see it right ahead of us. And let's see what we can do here. Oh my goodness.
Mind the speed.
Finding the speed, throttling down to idle to make this drop. Power. Ooh.
But we might not make it.
Might not make it.
I
As a
suggest we
matter
do
of
go around.
Definitely
Yeah.
won't make it.
Yeah.
So we'll do a
That
go
was
around
very
here.
tight.
Landing gear.
Put the,
That's a beautiful cruise ship.
Landing gear.
oh yes, yes.
I believe it's coming in.
Yeah, we overshot that a little bit and
We're forced to do a go around.
supposed to do a go around. So what we'll do is we'll just approach this from the other direction, which is a much more doable landing here.
I think mostly they fly in the Cessna 172s. The ones we've seen online, at least, have been those
Okay.
through the hillside.
So, that's about
And the slightly larger aircrafts are usually flown in through the seaside.
Okay, so as you can see, the approach from the side of the water, basically the seaside, is much more manageable than the approach from the hill. I was hoping to nail that, but unfortunately towards the end we floated for a bit. And the second you float even a little bit on that approach,
Yeah.
it's basically over. Attempting to land is just gonna...
It's a very, very short runway.
yeah,
It's annoying at some point.
yeah, very targeted. We'll attempt that once again some other day, but for now let's
Let's just go in for the seaside
let's
approach.
go ahead and get this aircraft landed, I think. Okay. I think we'll just wait for us to clear this island here. After that, we'll come back in with a very sharp turn and see how that goes for us. Okay, we'll make the turn now. Let's make the turn. Sharp turn as promised. Okay.
The passengers are definitely scared. They know something's wrong. We missed an approach. Now we're doing a weird turn back into
Tight turn.
yeah.
See how well we can drop the flaps during the turn.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Okay. Let's go ahead and drop the landing gear before we drop the flaps to the landing setting. Otherwise, it'll give us a warning, which is quite annoying. So, yeah, we're actually. I have runway in sight. Full flaps, landing flaps have been established. We have 3 greens. Oof, the aircraft just went up. Just trimmed down and throttle down as well. There it is. We are definitely a little higher than I would like.
But I guess this is definitely a way more stable approach.
Well, not the approach, but
Yeah, I mean, it's
Landing.
probably going to be way easier.
all right. Let's go in for landing.
Let's hope we make it this time. Even this approach isn't as easy as it seems. The clearance between the mountainside and the plane is, well, not good enough. Some beautiful small boats and one cruise ship there. Well, let's get ready for landing. Well, that was a rough one, but I hope we stop in time because we'll need to. Yeah, we've managed to. That was a pretty rough landing.
That was a very rough.
Yeah. Now we'll just turn off to the right and park.
Okay, we'll turn off to the left.
Left? Oh, okay, sure.
Let's just try the left. Go towards the main airport terminals, I believe, are to the left. Yep, they're to the left. Yeah, that was a very rough landing. This aircraft is very sensitive
It
to
is.
winds and the sort, and yeah, it is not.
The problem with both our live streams are the one we've done in a mountainside and one in a coastal area, and both of them experience very difficult windy conditions.
Yeah,
So, I mean, both of them had very rough landings at the very end. So,
quite rough landings. but,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. And here's the airport. Just wanted to go around so you guys can have a look at the airport. You can actually go ahead and park on the other side.
yep.
Go ahead and park on the other side once again. There it is.
Flaps up.
Just taxi once again down the runway and just set the thrust to taxi thrust. It's a very nice airport, very beautifully modeled. Another star scenery here. Oh, look at that. Look at that to the right. That is beautiful.
Indeed.
The detail on that rock is absolutely brilliant. I was hoping for a better landing than that, but hey guys. This aircraft is not, it's not particularly friendly. It doesn't perform very well, even with the slightest wind. Oh, I tried to turn off a little early there. Okay. Again, it's been a while since I flew into this airport. If you guys check the channel, the last time I flew into Barthélemy, that was with a couple of jets, and I was trying some landings from the seaside. So it's an entertaining video, so check that out. But we'll definitely be reattempting this very landing at this airport. What we'll do is we'll park just about here. We'll park it this way. Yeah, just like that.
So we'll turn the engines off now.
Yes, we will. Let's go ahead and turn the engines to
Parking brake is on. Taxi lights off.
Leave taxi lights. Okay, that's
Exterior lights off.
Turn exterior lights on.
Fuel selection manual.
Okay.
AP trim off.
Done.
Bleed off.
Set the bleed.
Throttle to cut off.
Before we cut the throttle, let's just actually, let's just go ahead and cut the throttle here. Unlock the doors here.
Inertial separator to off.
Inertial separator to off here. Off here.
Aux BP off.
Yep.
Generator off. And crash lever down.
Okay, there we go.
Well, that's that.
That is that. We have landed.
And we've completed our second live stream on the channel. We hoped it would have been better, but I guess it's good enough.
I guess, I mean, the wind was pretty interesting.
I mean,
just
both-
more or
both
less
the flights-
a lack of familiarity on my part with this particular airport.
Yeah.
And if you check the channel, the last time I flew into the airport, it was the last time I did the F-14, F-22, and F-18 flights when I attempted to land into this very airport. That's the last time I flew into this airport. So
And
not
flying
very
a jet
familiar.
obviously is very different.
Yeah.
Flying a turboprop.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
We will definitely be reattempting this flight. We'll be doing a bush hop, not a bush hop, an island hopping flight from between Princess Juliana. I don't know how to say it, but let's go with Princess Juliana for now. Between Princess Juliana, Sabah Airport, and Barthélemy, which
By the way, Sabah is the smallest, has the smallest runway in the world.
smallest commercial runway.
Yeah,
that's
and
Sabah.
we've actually tried, and the Cessna 172 barely makes it off.
Yeah.
So just to give you an idea
It's gonna be
of how
interesting.
bad that is.
What we'll do is we'll probably try and take off the TBM 930 with the landing flaps.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how that goes. So we'll definitely be revisiting that flight, and we'll be revisiting this airport during that flight. But
Yeah.
rest assured, we'll come back with a lot more practice to
Sure.
make sure we nail the landing into this airport. But again, winds, this aircraft is so sensitive to even the slightest amount of wind. So
Well, hope you enjoyed our live stream.
hope you enjoy the live stream. Check out our other videos.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
what we'd like to do is, with that, we'd like to wrap up this video. Please go ahead and subscribe, like it, watch our other videos. Hope we enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed our flight here today at Club Danube, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Signing off.